Welcome to the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose with Brittany Bigley. The Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose is part of the Live Bigley community, giving you the resources and knowledge to help you live the life you were born to lead. Hello, I am Brittany Bigley coming to you with the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose, and today I wanted to talk about something that happened this week, and it's related to this YouTube platform and, my Live Bigley platform. And I just want, it's something that came to my mind. So this week has been kind of a hard week emotionally, coming off of a big birthday week extravaganza and a week where I also performed and did a public speaking, my first big public speaking event ever, I would say. That wasn't just practice and getting feedback, I guess I can say that. And so I'm kind of on the low end of the emotional spectrum. I'm feeling tired. There's just not a whole lot of energy of getting up and going and doing things and being productive. It's more of an introspective week and just taking things easy and getting my space back to normal after having friends over for my birthday. And I really just wanted to not do any video posting, not do any video recording this week. And I didn't want to do it because my energy was low. And thankfully, and kind of in a serendipitous way, and I think this is how things kind of come into my consciousness and give me little lessons and nuggets of wisdom, is I was able to read an email from Pat Flynn, and I'm on his email list, and coincidentally his email list is unstuck. And one thing that I love about life and being creative, and a little nugget of wisdom that my graphic design professor in college, Bob Barkowitz, said, and I've always loved and still think about it this day, is nothing has not been done before. You just have to make it your own and have your own spin on it. So, right, like unstuck it's been done before. Nothing has not been done before. So it's unstuck has been done before. And I'm just taking a spin on it by saying unstuck yourself and having that little asterisk there to make it like it's a bad word. Anyway, so his platform, his email list is called Unstuck. And one thing that he talked about was creators, and one thing that they do differently than people who are maybe creating but haven't made it big yet. And so he made the point that, creators creating, there's a lot of creators that are creating that haven't made their big moment yet. And the difference between the ones that have hit their big moment and the ones who maybe haven't is that the ones that have made their big moment, they kept going. They did not give up. They did not allow self-doubt. They did not allow a week of feeling not great energetically and, feeling low and not having a lot of energetic output. They did not allow that to not create whether it was their YouTube videos, whether it was their emails, their website, their blog posts. They didn't let it hold them back. And so he gave an example. He gave lots of different examples of different creators, but someone that I do follow is Glennon Doyle, and how she wrote blog posts for years to basically no one. Nobody followed her. It was like a small following until she wrote one blog post that was very vulnerable and raw and really relatable. And that one blog post is what turned into her first book and, gave her the momentum to get a book deal. And that book deal has now spawned into a podcast and to more books and, just her being her own brand. And so it was really great to get that input because, right, like I am this week feeling very just low emotionally, very introspective, wanting to do not a lot of high output, but again, I'm going to bring it back to taking that aligned action, right? Like I am aspiring to get this off the ground and to not allow myself to slack off. And I like to have discernment here, because I think that there have been times when I've absolutely pushed through no matter what, and I haven't listened to myself. And so I think there's a difference. And I don't know if I can quite articulate the difference yet. I'm still learning. I think my pendulum has been way over on one side of like pushing through and not listening to myself and being so disconnected from myself and my body and just persevering anyways. And then the pendulum swung the so opposite other way. I was like, I'm not doing anything hard. I'm going to take it very easy. I'm not going to push myself. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to take the risk. I'm not going to do anything that's uncomfortable. And now the pendulum is swinging back into the middle and trying to find a healthy balance of how can I listen to myself and stay true to myself and what my body is craving and wanting, but how can I also take that aligned action and stay true to what it is I feel like I need to do in order to get to where I want to be. And so, not allowing myself to slack off and not post, not create these videos. But it was a great little nugget of wisdom when I needed it. And I think that's what's so great about life. Gives us these little nuggets of wisdom all the time. It's just whether or not we're open to listening and open to receiving, open to noticing, because our lives can be so busy in the moment. But once you get pretty adept at being open and noticing and finding those little nuggets of wisdom, it's really great. And so one last little share, a story, a quick, I think, fable story. When I was living in Colorado, this was very apropos because there was a lot of mining that was going on in Colorado for, gold and for rare gems and minerals, but it's the story of 10 feet away from gold. And so there's the story of this guy who bought this mine and was mining and so desperately wanted to find gold. And, for years and years kept digging and digging and didn't strike any gold. And so finally he gave up and was just like, oh, that's it. I'm done spending every waking moment trying to find gold. So he sold his mine. And then the next owners who bought the mine, they dug 10 more feet and they found the gold that this man was so close to having. And so I think it also illustrates the fact that, right, like I could be so close to getting that, creating that video or creating whatever inspirational, either blog post, video, email, hit, whatever, that if I were to just keep persisting, it's going to happen. And just to be open to the timeline and not have any attachment to it, but just to not give up. Because when you give up, that's when you're 100% going to fail. So yeah, that's just my little nugget of wisdom that I wanted to share that I learned this week, along with like a little story. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling now. So if this resonates with you, please go ahead and give it a like. If you feel like this could resonate with someone else, please go ahead and give it a share. And if you want more content coming to you like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, happy healing, and I will see you when I see you. Thanks for listening to the Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose with Brittany Bigley. The Unstuck Yourself Daily Dose is part of the Bigley community, giving you the tools and resources so that you can live the life you were born to lead.